the story of Jesus write on my heart every word.
Some of you know that I have 3 children. And of those 3 children, I have 2 sons, 2 boys. And while there's a 5-age gap in years between those boys, that I still expect both of them to listen, but not only listen, but also to follow through. Then if I ask them or request them to do something, it's easy to listen, it's easy to hear, but to follow through with that. Now, with that being said, in the Bible, we're actually told from Jesus about a parable of 2 sons. It's found in Matthew 27, 28 through 32. And it's in this account that Jesus tells us that a man has 2 sons. And that the first son, he goes to him and the father says, hey, there's some work to be done. I need you to go out and do this. And the first son says, yes, Dad, I'll do that, but ends up not doing it. While the second son, the father goes to him and says, son, I need you to go out and do this work. And he says, no, I'm not willing to do that. But in the end, he goes out there and does the work. And so Jesus ends that parable by asking the crowd there that day. He says, well, who is it? Who is it that did the will of the Father? Who listened? Who obeyed? Well, everyone knew who it was. It was that second son. That second son who, while he gave the lip service of, no, I'm not going anywhere near that, actually did the work. Now, again, being a father, being a parent of that son who I had the interaction with, who would say, yes, you can count on me and I'll get it done, I'm going to have a better rapport with him than if I go to my other son and he says, no, I don't have time for that. No, I'd rather just stay in my room. I'd like to not be part of that. Well, that perhaps gets me angry and upset. But when the day is over with and I have to look back and to see what work was done, and that first son just gave me the lip service but didn't follow through, and the second son who told me no but yet did it, who do you think is going to get the praise at the end of the day? It's the son who ended up doing the work. Doing the work. And so Jesus is telling them these things. And not only does he tell them these things, but he makes this known to the Pharisees in particular, because the Pharisees had a lot of lip service. And Jesus talks about that a lot within the Gospels. But you see, God doesn't just want lip service. He doesn't want you to just look like a Christian, to look like his follower. He wants you to be his follower. And so what Jesus would go on to say after this account is he says, listen, Pharisees, listen, you religious individuals. You are like that brother who said, yes, yes, but then never did the work. And that's in the end. And so there's only destruction for you. But listen, the harlots and tax collectors, those who, when you look at them on the surface, you say, well, how can they be united with God the Father? Well, how is it that they can be faithful and obedient? But when the end comes, they are found, they are faithful. They heard the good news. They heard the gospel. They heard about the sacrifice of Christ. They united themselves with Christ. And so on that judgment day, they are at the end of life. Where is it that they're found? They're found united with Christ. Yes, they have a past, but the Bible assures us and tells that we all have sinned. All have fallen short of the glory of God. But you see, these individuals recognize that, repented, and are now united with God. Because it wasn't just about lip service, it's about their actions. Actions speak louder than words. Hopefully today, as you think about it, as you are a servant of God, may you be one who's not just a servant in word, but by your actions.
We'd like to invite you to worship with us here at the Somerset Church of Christ at 314 North Market Street. I'm sure you'll find a warm welcome here. So please come visit with us during our worship. At Sunday morning, Bible study at 9:45, worship at 10:30, and then again on the evening at 6 o'clock. We also have a Bible study on Wednesday night at 7. So please come and join us here at 314 North Market Street.